This is Detroit, Michigan, in case you don't know. They call it the automobile center of the world. I've worked here all my life. These stacks are sort of a landmark to me. I can remember when they first put them up. Looks complicated. It's really simple. Just takes ore and makes it into steel. Then it goes into hundreds of different machines. Makes hundreds of different parts. They finally meet on an assembly line like this one here. The buggies start rolling off. 5 million of them last year. Takes a lot of work. Needs a lot of men. Makes a lot of noise. But not so much noise that we didn't hear those bombs when they fell on Pearl Harbor. So we stopped the line. Stopped all the machinery. There was a new job that had to get done. Break 'em up. That was the order. Didn't make any difference how big they were, or how expensive, or how many years it took to build them. If they weren't right, they had to come out. It was tough shoving them to one side, piling them out in a storage room after all the years of work they'd done. Pushing them out into the weather hurt even more. It was like losing old friends. But we had other things to think about. There was a new job that had to get done. Military secrets, so no more visitors through this gate. Here we go. The new machines arrive. All kinds, all geared for war. Here's a cute little gadget, 3 stories high. You can count on this baby to do her part. Here are the presses to feed the parts to the new assembly line. Heavyweights. Each one of them packs a 750-ton punch. You buy these when you buy your war bonds. New machines. New ways to do things. Bigger. Faster. Better. It was plenty exciting. All over town we started schools, training and retraining men for the new setups. This one here runs 3 shifts a day, just like a factory. Learning, experimenting, studying, mastering, precision, accuracy. Gotta be careful. Gotta be sure. The Army came. They had things to learn too. Hundreds of men came, then went out to teach thousands more. Because after we build this stuff, the Army has to run it and keep it running. Now we're back in my old stamping ground. When you get used to these hammers, they sound like a sweet old tune. Right now, they're playing a tune on an airplane engine. Pretty soon it's going to look like this. And then like this. And lots more coming. We're making propellers too. Faster than they've ever been made before. We need plenty. 3 blades of motor. 4 motors a bomber. Figure it out for yourself. They never trust a prop to pull a plane off the ground before they test it. It's a big changeover. Where we used to make hubcaps, now we're making helmets. Where we used to work on brake lining, now we're doing this. It's mass production, same as before, of the things that count today. Ours isn't the only factory that made the big changeover. Same thing all over Detroit, all over the country. They're making machine guns now where they used to make typewriters. And the time and the work and the material that made lipstick cases now goes into cartridge shells. They're making bomb noses now, where they used to make lamps. They've stopped production on vacuum cleaners, electric toasters and gadgets, refrigerators, washing machines, garden tools and stuff. They've changed over to war production. That's the only kind of production that counts these days. These 75mm shells don't look much like the automobiles we used to make here. And these trucks next door, they're a change in scenery too. Quite an order, That's just 3 days' work standing there. Makes you feel good, doesn't it? Wasn't long ago when this yard... Gotta go now. Gotta get back to work.